Well, we went to our executive committee at the IHSA and we asked for permission to start a unified flag football program. And we surveyed our membership during the spring area principal meetings and found overwhelming support from our members to start a unified flag football tournament series. We had 24 schools that reported to the sectional this year for our first one, and that's a great turnout. There's states that have been doing this multiple years and they still are at 8 to 10 schools. And so I feel really good about where we're at right now, and the way we've built our tournament and the way we've structured it moving forward, we can add teams exponentially to that and really not change the format too dramatically. So we think it'll explode next year and we'll have a much greater number of schools that will play in the tournament series.
We had spent a lot of time planning this. It took a lot of time to work out the rules, so we had a year in preparation for getting ready in that culminating event, that state championship, which was an absolutely amazing and incredible day. And after they came in and started warming up, we started seeing the parents come in. And I will tell you that there's nothing more gratifying to me than watching the parents, because the parents have lived the life of their kids with special needs, who are often excluded from everything. They don't get to participate in any extracurriculars, much less sports.
The idea of a revolution is that it's a whole different paradigm. You shift somebody's thought. And here you're talking about an inclusion revolution where you're trying to find any facet of your life, whether it's school, if you're still a student, or even a place of employment, if you've started your career already. How can you, in those environments, include people with disabilities?
What's beautiful about this is that all these kids are together, and these kids who would not otherwise hang out at the school lunch table with the general education population, all of a sudden they feel empowered and comfortable to go over to the gen ed side and hang out with those people because they are friends, because they are colleagues, because they play football or run track together. And that's what's so nice. That's what the whole inclusion revolution is all about.
If we see them with pity, then that's very low expectations and they won't rise above that. And so the inclusion revolution is really for the rest of us to change how we see somebody with an intellectual disability.
Yeah, we're really excited about the inclusion revolution and happy to be a participant, because to see the kids of all abilities really blossom when they become involved in sports, the confidence that they gain from that participation, the friendships they gain is really remarkable and something we're really proud to be part of.
It feels amazing to be the first ever to win first flag football.
Unified sports in general has changed me a lot, being a part of the track team and the flag football team. My parents even said my demeanor on life in general has changed.
The thing to me too was the athleticism of the kids on the field was impressive. And there's a young man from Ben Davis I talked to, and this was kind of his chance to, play. He'd played some football growing up, but hadn't really been a part of a team like this. And for him, this was like, being in the Super Bowl, and it really was. It was cool. It was almost like a state championship game if you're there Thanksgiving weekend, the way they reacted after the game. Once you watch that, you're like, man, this thing's gonna blow up. There's gonna be 100 schools who want to do this by next. I wouldn't be surprised if there are 100 next year doing it, just because of the camaraderie you kind of felt when you were there watching it.
These kids may be a little different, but that's the whole idea. We're showing that they're not different.
We'll encourage our member schools to get involved. We treat unified sports just like the other 20 sports. You go to our website, our members' website at MyHSA, you register with a coach, and you then are registered for the sport. We provide materials to those schools once we've seen that they've registered a coach. And we'll be promoting that during the spring meetings and then also in the fall, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to grow the tournament even further.